Hello.
Hello guys, so today I have Ayushi Gupta on the channel. She has cleared in CA intermediate level, and today she is going to share her insights regarding MBA, and also she is placed in one of the most renowned banks. So let's start without wasting much time. So how are you, Ayushi?
Hi, Sristi. I'm good. You tell me, how are you? How is life?
Yeah, I am too good. The life is quite vibrant here, I can say, because if like now and then we have something or else going on in the campus. So, so what can you share your insights regarding the why you switched to MBA? Like you cleared CA intermediate level. So, what are your plans regarding that? And
So, why I chose MBA was because, see, even CA gives you a very good curriculum. Like, if you go academic wise, CA is very good. But I wanted to experience an MBA life, like the rigor we face over here, the amount of subjects we are studying over here, and subjects not related to a particular domain. The amount of domains we are studying over here, like we have subjects from marketing, we have subjects from HR, we have subjects from finance, we have subjects from strategy, economics. There are so many subjects to study, and there's so much to learn and grasp. So I think that is just what motivated me to do MBA.
yeah, that's great. So, so can you just also tell the audience about your how you got selected? What are the certain interview tips that you want to share?
So during my interview, I think I was lucky enough to get very cheerful HRs. So, and also I'm a very a person who keeps smiling. So during the interview, I was smiling throughout the process, even though they were grilling me. I was trying to maybe not smile in a way to mock them, but a friendly smile that, the things are not getting to me. So I think that is something which worked, and also I was confident during my during my interview. And if I did not know answer to a particular question, I was very upfront in telling them that I'm sorry, I don't know the answer of this, but I will go home and research about it a little more. And also, I think one thing that worked for me was that I had read the news of that particular day. And that day, something related to that particular company had come up in the news. So when they asked me, do you have any question to ask? I put up that news as a question. So I think that is something which worked for me.
Okay, and what about any bank terms or something they asked during the interview?
No, not exactly bank terms. Actually, my interview was a lot through from my CV. So a lot of things were asked to me from my articleship. My entire interview went on my articleship, like what I had done, which industry I had worked for, what were the things which I learned, and things like that. Everything went to my articleship.
Okay, that's great. So tell the people like how they can improve their CV. They can work upon their CV.
Yeah, right. So your CV should contain, I think, aspects from every part of your life, not just one aspect. Like you should not only be towards academic. It should not only be academics. Your CV should also consist of things like extracurriculars, or if suppose you're writing blogs or you're conducting a podcast, things like that. That definitely makes a great difference. So a CV should be like a wholesome CV, and also you should put whatever you've done in a very nicely framed manner. So maybe the English or the framing of the sentence really matters.
Okay, that's great. And can you tell just the people who are watching, especially the people who are about to join IIM Sirmaur? So, what are the CV pointers? In we have in the academic project. like what are the things that they can add, and then which kind of certification in like you are a finance enthusiast, I believe so. So what are the things in finance domain they can do certification at anything?
So if you go to CV pointers, if you have worked on academic projects, very good. Otherwise, you can also come to IIM Sirmaur and work with your professors for academic projects. I was recently involved in an academic project with one of the professors. Then other than that, for certifications, you can do like domain-wise certificates you can do. For example, if you want to go in operations. So we have like Six Sigma program by KPMG. Where enroll for that. For finance, if you have CA or CFA levels or FRM, very good. But even then, if you don't want to go or study so much, you can also go for other certifications which are available on an academy or Udemy. But before you go for a certificate, please see which company is giving you that certificate. For example, if a certificate is being given by Google, and the certificate is being given by maybe some other small company. So a person who has done that certification from Google will have more value. Right. So you should also, go for the brand name of the company while doing the certifications.
Yeah. So if a fresher comes, then for that they can add their certification, the extracurricular, right? If you are a FinServ member as well, what are the benefits that you will get in future? And also, like being a FinServ, like being in a IIM, what are the benefits that clubs add to your overall personality?
So it's not been a very long time that I've been a member of FinServ, but what I could get from my experience was when you join a club, you get to network and also you get to learn a lot from your peers, which might, uh, which is which is why you do an MBA. Like you come here for peer-to-peer learning. So when you join a club, you get to a close club which has the same interest as you. So you might there might be some things which you have to share. There will be some things which the other person has to share. So you get to learn from each other. And also the clubs have a lot of past databases, right? So you get access to that data. So which right helps you. Also, like sometimes what happens is when you are only into studies, you are too much into studies, so you don't. Sometimes you're not able to develop your overall personality. So what happens when you come in a club, you are going to do certain activities which will involve you to speak.
That's nice. And like, what are your experience working under a senior? Like, how are the seniors?
So luckily, Sensor has very sweet seniors. They are very helpful. Even if we make mistakes, they will not, scold us or anything. They'll just tell us that this was a mistake you made. Please, just don't do it. Improve upon it. And also, they're always ready to, guide us. They're always motivating us to improve upon our personalities, to work towards college, to work towards our CVs. So they're very friendly, very approachable. You can go to them anytime. You can call them anytime.
So, Ayushi, just tell the people why they should do MBA when it comes to join the corporate world, or if it comes to start their own startup and an entrepreneur.
So, why you should do an MBA is the MBA curriculum is so, diverse. Like I spoke about like before, we have subjects from every domain, right? So if you're starting a business, you will know how to handle people in your organization. That's why we're learning HR. You will know how to operate. That's why you're doing subjects from operations. You will know how to handle finance because you're already studying subjects from finance. So in MBA, you get to study a lot of different subjects. So you get theoretical as well as practical knowledge from that. Because in MBA, like especially in IIMs, there is a culture of industry people coming and giving you guest lectures. Like guest lectures, we have had so many guest lectures. We had people from like various industries, like people from Zoho, Max Life, etc., etc. So they are giving you what actually is happening in the industry. you get the real industry insights, which you might not be able to get if you're not doing an MBA. I'm not saying that you will not, but you might not have access to it, or you might not, be willing to do it. But if you are doing an MBA, it is a part of your life. You will do it. You will learn something from it.
Yeah.
So I think that is where
Also, the student-driven culture of this institute is something like which will enhance your skill,
right,
enrich your personality.
right. IIMs are like entirely student driven. We have so many committees and clubs all run by students, and there's peer-to-peer learning in the classes. Also, there are cases which we present, like every group or a group. Everybody has something or the other to share. They have their own inputs. They have their own insights. They've studied. So see what happens is, like when you are reading an article, so not everybody would aim in the same way. Everyone will have a different point of view on that particular article, right?
Yeah.
So I think that is very more.
And also the presentation skill that is very important in the corporate. Like you learn
presentation, networking, communication. You have access to so many people you can network with and communicate with. So I think
that's great. Thank you so much for coming here to my channel and sharing your insight. Thank you, Ayushi.
Thank you, Sristi. You were so sweet. Sristi is like the sweetest person I've met over here. Whenever like I'm in trouble or anything, she's also my roommate, by the way. So if I am if she sees that I am not well or something, she'll always make sure to ask me, do you need anything and things like that. She's like the sweetest person I've ever met. So thank you for inviting me.